So what percentage of women reckon the best thing a man can do to impress on a first date is to say nice things about his mum? The answer is 8%.
So, can you tell if a man will make a great date from the way he treats his mum, Kay?
Oh, well, first of all, I think she's been a bit rosy here in that not everyone's got a great... Not all mums are great, you know.
Oh.
I mean, I know... You know, so I don't think because you're a mum, you necessarily, you know... Not that you need to be treated well, but, you know, if a guy's got a bad relationship with his mum, then I wouldn't be judging his, you know, his relationship with me on his mum. I think how they treat people is really important, I must say. I went out with a guy once, a very good-looking guy, and he had all those kind of criteria and all the rest of it. Didn't know him that well at this stage, and we were going along the street, and there was a guy begging. You know, and he said something really horrible to this guy sitting in the street, and that was it for me. The absolute end. Didn't matter how good-looking he was, and because I just thought, no, you're not the guy for me. So how they treat people, yes. How they treat their mum, that's a bit more dodgy.
Can I just interject here very quickly? I'm very pleased with the survey because I am very... I've got the looks, the height, and the sense of humour, so I'm covered. But I think I think you can tell a guy by how he treats his mother, because if his mother was a bad mother, then presumably he won't be seeing her that much, and you'd get a sense of the reason why he wasn't seeing her. So you'd get his sensitivity coming through, and if indeed she was a lovely mother, you'd see more of that side. And I think it's a very, very positive, very encouraging thing about how a man deals with his mother. Yeah, it says an awful lot.
Kay, have you ever been on a date? I mean, do you ever,
no.
You know, on a first... no, on a date, have you ever known a bloke sort of chip up, oh, you know, about his mum in the date?
Or as a bloke brought his mum on the date?
Well, no, actually...
Go on.
I've just remembered this guy. I did go out with this guy who was a very good-looking guy. He's quite short, he was very good-looking. And he was too close to his mum. You know, you would go around to his flat and there'd be a little Tupperware box of Rice Krispies. You know, homemade Rice Krispies. And I said, well, where did these come from? My mum comes round and puts them in during the day, and she comes round and tidies, and she takes the washing and stuff like that. And, you know, well, definitely too close. Not good, not
Glenn,
good.
do you always make sure you mention your mother at every opportunity when dating?
I think I'd be really weird if I did, you know. I would start asking questions about
you look
myself.
just like my
mum. All rest her soul. No, it's weird, you know. Like the relationship I have with my mum, she's been dead 12 years now, but was complex. She loved me, absolutely loved me. She wasn't very good at disciplining me or telling me what to expect in the world. So roughly from the age of 12, I did what I liked, you know, and which when I was 12, 13, 14 was great. Later on, it may have had some repercussions, but I realised after a while that my mum was doing the best she could for me. She just didn't have a clue in certain areas, you know. So this whole thing about talking about your mum and how you treat her, I think it's absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
It's laughable, I think.
I find the whole list... looks, height, sense of humour and good job. There's a guy in the papers today, some city hedge fund manager, who looks absolutely disgusting. He's sort of being eaten by his own chin. And he's got about 4 girls on the go, and he has 4 girls on the go at all times, by all accounts.
It's money.
Right, so the first thing on the list, right, let's forget all the lies, girls, is money, right? And then you can go looks, height, sense of humour and good job, I guess. But it's going to be money, isn't it? It's first.
Sadly, I do think for a lot of women that is the case. Yeah.
Oh, I disagree. Oh,
but you can
says
see
Stephen,
it.
his
I'm
new
not
DVD
saying it's
is
good.
out this Christmas, hoping to emulate Michael £10 million last year McIntyre.
Your mums will love it. They'll love it.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but you know, I would be wrong to deny. There's no doubt that a lot of women are attracted by money.
I'm not saying it's good, just saying it's real.
Peter Stringfellow. What more do I say?
Yeah, but men and women are attracted by money. It's not just a thing that's just defined by the fact that you're a woman, surely.
Really?
Yeah,
you think there's loads of rich guys end up dating not very well-off women who are fabulously good-looking. Does it work the other way around?
Not often, no, does it? No.
I thought so.
No.
So money or mummy? How does it work out? Kirsty, what about you, Kirsty?
Well, I've been more impressed as to how he'd treat my mum.
Right, okay.
Their relationship, I think. And definitely looks.
Yeah. Money?
It would contribute. But and perhaps to the looks. Well, I suppose if you date somebody ugly and they've got money, you can work on that, can't you?
Can you?
It's a win-win situation, Matthew.
That's a classic female statement. You can work on that.
We have Ken on line 1.
Ken, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you like to bring up your mother whenever you're dating?
No, nothing like that. What I wanted to say is the whole, it goes the same. I mean, the way I view my mom is very highly and very respectfully. And that's how I would want to view whoever I'm looking for. So if I don't view my mom like that, then I've already got an issue already. You know, I've already been not raised right. Because if you've been raised and you can't respect your mom and look up to your mom, then you haven't been raised right. So mothers, you need to raise your kids to look up to you. And that's the kind of quality you find then in other women. Personally, the younger ones, for example, don't get raised as much to look after a man. I'm not saying, I mean, I'm a boarder, so I can cook for myself, you know, everything like that. I've got no issues like that. But I do prefer a woman that can cook for me because I think it's a nice quality, you know. Because if I'm hungry...
And clean for you.
I want you.
Fun sex on demand. Perfect. Yeah? And maybe every 10 years, clears off and lets a younger model move in. That would be the kind of dream scenario.
Well, and the whole height thing...
Carry on, Ken.
Well, no, I was just going to say the whole height thing is ridiculous. I mean, I'm short, right? I'm not tiny. I'm about average.
What was it that gave it away?
So well, until he said she needs to cook for me and she needs to like little people.
Sorry, Ken, you carry on. Ignore him, ignore him. He's got videos to sell.
She has to like little people.
Say again?
I'm not saying she has to like little people.
Right.
What I'm saying is, if that's what you're looking for, then you're really going to fail. Just because I'm short doesn't mean I don't have any heart. I've got heart, yeah? And if you go for someone tall and who's rich, and you get done over, in a sense, then...
Ken, do you have a girlfriend at the moment?
Pardon?
Do you have a girlfriend at the moment?
No, I'm single.
Maybe all your plans are wrong. Yeah, all the things you're looking for. Could be. Just a thought. Thank you for the call. Let's have another.
We have Christella on line 2.
Christella, good morning.
Good morning.
So what do we know about this, Christella?
I think I'm quite the expert on this, to be honest with you, because I'm one of those mums.
Right.
My son treats me very, very badly, and in turn, he treats his girlfriend very badly. Now, his girlfriend lives with us. She's an absolutely lovely girl. Couldn't wish better, really. And I actually think she's too good for him. And every time he treats me badly or disrespects me, she will stick up for me, and in turn, I do the same for her.
So your son is fighting a war against the women in his life, in his home?
Yes, he is. And it's his own doing. I mean...
It's not the two of you ganging up against him, it's entirely of his own.
No, definitely not. I mean, I have 4 children and I've brought them all up single-handedly, and I brought them all up to respect. You know, respect is paramount, and that's how I brought him up. But for some reason, I don't know if it's his age, because he's a young teenager or a young man, I don't know.
Is he the oldest or the youngest?
He's sort of in between.
Right, OK.
Can I just ask, Christella, somebody mentioned earlier about parenting. What is your teenage son who disrespects you, who's rude to you, living in your house with a girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is he doing that? Why have you allowed that situation to happen?
Because, I mean, he's 18, so he can live under my roof and do that, basically. And I don't mind that. Anyway.
But if you don't like the way he treats you, chuck him out.
I can't do that. Of
course you can.
No.
The reason you can't do that is because you're weak and he's going to keep running roughshod over you, and maybe the fact that his girlfriend, he runs roughshod over there.
I'm his mother. You know, if he was a parent, you'd understand.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. You know, he's 18 and his hormones are running all over the place still, and sometimes there's a little transitional period around about that age, I think, with kids, where you just have to grin and bear it for a while and hope they come out the other side as fully formed human beings. So you're absolutely right to stick by him. You can't chuck him out. That'd be wrong.
Really?
I think so.
My parents couldn't wait for me to go when I reached 18. In fact, I think I'd already gone.
I'm not saying necessarily chuck him out, but I think there is something wrong if your teenage son is living under your roof, disrespecting you and being very rude to you and his girlfriend, and you can see him doing the same thing to his girlfriend. there's something clearly wrong.
And you can hear more from Stephen K. Amos in his new DVD coming out this Christmas. What's it called, Stephen, by the way? Stephen K. Amos Live?
Find the Funny, it's called, actually.
Oh, there we go. And is it going to be available in all good DVD shops?
It will be.
And online?
Yes.
Marvellous. Christella, there we go. Get it for your son for Christmas and maybe you can have a good laugh together. It's just a thought. 18 and girlfriend at home, all right for some. After the break, Morrissey, was he right to storm off stage after being hit on the head with a plastic water bottle? Heaven knows his actions have left 8,000 fans miserable now. was he being petulant and prissy or quite sensible? 0207 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts. Maybe you expect your pop heroes to be made of sterner stuff than Mozza. We'll find out after these ads.
Morrissey walked off stage earlier this year because he could smell burning meat, the crowd were booing, or Johnny Marr was there. Find out after the ads.